there, Sagittarius. Welcome, welcome in. Thank you so much for being here. We're going to dive right into your reading for today. A little bit different. Three cards, three main cards. We're going to take these in the upright and then we clarify with the tarots. I do hope all is well with you and yours, yeah? So let's have a look at your first card. Ooh la la. It's a number 11 card and it says pleasure. Pleasure. Okay, Sagittarius. What's going on there? What's going on there, Saggy? Pleasure. I'm feeling the energy of you just loving on yourself. For some of you, it means that you're just finding you're finding you back. Like you're finding I just heard Stella got her groove. Like whether you're male or female, you're getting back your groove. You're tapping back into self-care. You're loving on yourself. You're nurturing yourself. You're putting yourself first. Like this is the energy I'm getting here. You're just finding pleasure. And I'm feeling the energy also of you creating your own experience here, your own world. Like, yeah, yeah, it is what it is. It says to the sea. To the sea. It's a number 7 card. So we have 7-11 out here. That could be significant to some of you. So to the sea, she is like, this is a person in a boat and they are just to the sea, like going where she wants to go, doing what he wants to do, and don't give a damn, like just allowing source to take you where you're supposed to be at this time. It's an energy of allowing I'm getting here as well. All right. Let's see here. Your final main card is beautiful uncaging. What did I just said? I said is the art of allowing. It's just going where the wind takes you, to the sea. You're just allowing things to flow effortlessly. You're not swimming upstream. You're allowing the cork to flow to the cork to flow to the top, and you are just being you're not trying to control anything at this time, and you're really capitalizing on loving on yourself. Let's dive into this beautiful energy here, and let's get some tarot cards to clarify this energy. Let's see here. Let's use this here. So let's get 3 cards each for each main card, and let's start with pleasure. Let's start with pleasure here, Saji. I'm loving this energy for you here. Loving this energy here. Why is pleasure here for my Sagittarius? Why is pleasure here for my divine Sagittarius? Pleasure. Beautiful energies coming out here, Sachi. We have the Knight of Pentacles coming on the fence. I'm led to take it in the upright. We have the Tower here. Yeah. We have the 4 of Swords here. So you're allowing some towers to fall. Yeah, you're moving forward, whether it's a slow moving forward, you're just moving forward. That is the energy here. We have the 4 of Pentacles here. We have the 4 of Swords, so the 4 of Pentacles. I heard to cut the card here. You're not going back to something. I'm feeling like you release an energy and you're not going back to that. You're very adamant that you're not going back to a certain life experience, a certain way of life. That is what I'm feeling here. You're not going back, forward, ever, backward, never. That is what I'm getting here. No, I'm just feeling this bourgeois, this bougie kind of energy, like an energy like saying, whether you're male or female, like this energy is saying, like, oh, me? Oh, no, could never, darling, please. We have here, listen, the 7 of Wands. Yeah, you're putting up some boundaries here. You're putting up some boundaries here. You break a cycle. Listen, on beautiful uncaging, the page of cups with the 8 of swords here. One more card for beautiful uncaging. Do you want to come? Oh no. Okay. All right. We have the Ace of Swords in the reverse. I'm just feeling good about this. There is some issues here, of course, and we're going to be clarifying this energy here. I'm feeling a very sassy energy. Take it as it resonates. That is what I'm tapping into. A very sassy, feisty energy. Like I'm not doing that. I am not going there. That is totally beneath me. I'm totally above that. This is the new me. Yo, this is me. That is what I'm getting. Like, what's going on here with you, Sagittarius? What's going on here? Let's clarify these cards with this deck here. So we have the Knight of Pentacles here. The Knight of Pentacles is a moving forward energy, you know. We have the Three of Swords at the bottom of the deck. Maybe you have gone through some energies where you might have a relationship, whether it be a platonic, intimate relationship, however it is, that was very much heart-wrenching, was distasteful, was unsatisfactory, was hurtful, was painful. And you're now moving away from that. Some of you, you were very reluctant to come out of that energy. Nonetheless, you move forward. You move out of this energy. That's what I'm hearing here. Something that wanted to hold you down or held you back. I just finished doing Aries, and I'm hearing release for you. In Aries, there was an energy of release. Knight of Pentacles. Why am I hitting the table like this? It's that energy of being like, yeah. Knight of Pentacles for pleasure. You're moving into to taking care of yourself. We have the Nine of Swords here. Remember, I just said you're moving out of an energy of being in an energy of, yeah, despair, crying, lonely, heartbrokenness with the Three of Swords here. You utilize your strength with the Knight of Swords in order to move forward here. Yeah? Anything else with this Nine of Swords? Why is this Nine of Swords there for this Nine of Pentacles as it relates to pleasure? Yeah, we have the Six of Cups here. This is in the past, in the reverse. This is now, actually, not in the past. Something that you were grappling in the past with. Yeah. Something that you're called judgment on. You call judgment on it at this moment. You're calling judgment on it and you're moving forward. It could have been like a relationship from the past that you have called judgment on. Something that was it was a Three of Swords energy that keep you up at night, that have you crying and all these things. You moved away from it with the Knight of Pentacles, a very slow movement away from, but nonetheless you call judgment on this, and you're not indecisive about it anymore with the Seven of Cups being here in reverse, because this energy did not have any integrity about it. It was not genuine, it was not loyal. With the Knight of Pentacles right behind here again. The Tower is here. You allow some tower to fall. You allow a situation to unravel by itself. I'm hearing like a person wanted to put you in a... Somebody wanted to put you in a compromising position. Initially, you were worried about it. Initially, you were worried about a particular situation that you're in that was very compromising, that was totally uncomfortable. And now you find yourself able to move away from it because you see the ultimate had happened. The ultimate had happened in this relationship. And this ultimate thing that might have happened was something that did not have integrity, that was not loyal. The Tower is here for that energy. The Tower is here for that energy. The High Priestess. Coming in to clarify the Tower. The Three of Cups in the reverse. You tap into your intuition as it relates to this situation. You weren't comfortable in this situation, and you allowed the towers to fall. There was some illumination, there was some revelation, there was some clarity. And this is why you're now focusing on taking care of yourself and protecting yourself as it relates to this energy that was not necessarily in alignment with you. The Hermit in reverse. Coming in with the High Priestess for the Tower. Whatever was hidden, I just said clarity, revelation. And this revelation that you have now coming in, this uncomfortable situation that you were in, because of this new revelation, it allows you to remove yourself away from this. The Four of Swords here. Four of Swords. Four of Swords. The Eight of Pentacles coming in to clarify the Four of Swords. Seven of Swords at the bottom of the deck. You had was to be comfortable in an uncomfortable situation. You have done the necessary spiritual work, the transmutation, the alchemization of energies. You had was to practice patience. And this is why you have tapped into the energy of your High Priestess. And because you tap into the energy of your High Priestess, of really cultivating and trusting your intuition, there is revelations. And this revelations is now affording you to move out of situations that was uncomfortable. But you did the spiritual work. You were in hermit mode. Now you're out of hermit mode. You're now clear and you're moving into clarity. This was a very strategic move on spirit part. To the sea is an energy of allowing. It's allowing you, with the Four of Pentacles, you might have been in an energy of feeling lack. It's a lack energy, a hoarding energy, an energy of not wanting to go back into lack, an energy of not wanting to go back into a relationship that was very lacking. And because you were hoarding that energy, this, things weren't released. You weren't able to break the cycle. You're moving out of this Four of Pentacles energy. Yeah. Because you see things now from a different perspective with the Hangman being here. You're moving forward with Knight of Wands. You're seeing that source is now working with you. And source, your spiritual team, my guide, is telling you to not to swim upstream, to not to tamper with this tower energy, to allow the tower to fall. Your spiritual team is saying that to not to swim upstream, to let the current take you, because you're moving out of this here. Whoops. The card that came out and it fell here, okay, is the sun. You see what I'm saying? With this card spilling just now, there was a level of confusion, and there's an energy of unraveling. With the cards being spilled here just now, that's what I got. The sun is here also to confirm this clarity that you're moving forward in, as it relates to this energy of to the sea. You allowing source to push your ship, your boat forward. And you're called to put up some healthy boundaries with this Seven of Wands here against whatever energies that you're now clear. You're loving on yourself. You're taking care of yourself at this time. This is what source is saying. Your spiritual team, your guides are saying that it's necessary this time for you to take care of yourself. The Ten of Wands in reverse. You're letting go of all of this burden here. The King of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck. You're letting go of this burden. You're not going back to this situation, whether it be a relationship, where it be an energy that you were in, a vibration that you were in. You're letting go of that vibration, and you're refocusing, and you're realigning, and you're resetting. The world is here. You're breaking this cycle. World. Thank you, Spirit. World. Judgment. You call judgment on it. Because you call judgment on this, and this is why you're resolute as to not going back to whatever this is speaking to. You have done the work to take yourself out of it, along with your spiritual team and your guides. You allow the towers to fall. You move out of an uncomfortable situation. You call judgment on this heavy, burdensome energy, and you put up healthy boundaries. You break the cycle because you're now clear as to the way forward. Beautiful uncaging. You released yourself from all of this dynamic that wasn't serving you. A dynamic that had you up in your head, that had you bounded, and that was not truthful. For the uncaging, we have the Page of Cups, the Eight of Swords, and the number 8 of Swords, and the Ace of Swords in reverse. You were all up in your head, you were tied, bounded, blind, and it wasn't truthful. This is what you're uncaging yourself from here. See what I'm saying? Page of Cups. Queen of Wands. You're moving back into alignment. You're moving back into being stable, to be stable, to be rooted, to be grounded. You're not indecisive about this anymore. I just said it. You're not confused. You're clear. With the Seven of Cups here in the reverse. The Eight of Swords being bounded, stuck. The Eight of Swords. The Eight of Swords is coming in the reverse. to clarify the Eight of Swords. Listen, Sagittarius. You see how my energy, I don't know if you pick up how my energy shift. It's like spirit is really speaking to me at this time here. This uncaging is you releasing yourself from this dynamics here. This is a bound and blinding energy that you weren't clear about. The sun is here. That was very burdensome. That you know break the cycle and call judgment on with the cycle here and the judgment being here. You're tapping into the intuition and allowing the towers to fall. The Eight of Swords is being clarified by the Eight of Swords in reverse. You're coming out of this. You're uncaging yourself and releasing yourself from this energy here. Because this energy did not have any truthful energy, any truth to it. Whether it be a person, place, or things, or whether it be you energetically, spiritually, emotionally, vibrationally, if there is a word, you were cultivating an energy that was not true to who is it that you are, and you're removing that energy, you're closing that cycle, and you're moving forward. Whether people like it or not, you call judgment on this because this energy that you were in that caused for you to be crying at nights, up at nights, feeling an energy of being stuck, you released yourself from it, or you're called to release yourself from it. Call judgment on that energy. Call judgment on it, Sagittarius. Break the cycle. Because you're clear that this is not your energy. This is not where source wants you to be or wanted to go. You have been made yourself comfortable in an uncomfortable position, in an uncomfortable situation, in an uncomfortable circumstances. It's now time for you to get out of that situation. Because this is not your truth. This is not a truthful experience. The world being here again. Break the cycle. It's not an energy to be time to be stuck in something that is not serving you. Because a lot of beautiful things await you on the other side of that ocean, on the other side of that sea, to the sea. She's in a boat. This is like a bathtub, and she's just allowing herself the wind to take her. Listen. Sagittarius. We are at 23 minutes. Whatever it is that you need to do to take yourself out of a situation that is not serving your highest and greatest good, you're called to do that. You're called to not to listen to whatever anybody else wants for your life. That is what they want. What is it that you want for your life? No, you're called to make a change. You're called to go against the grid, the grind, the whatever it is that you're called to go against, so as for you to have a different experience. You're called to start to put yourself first, to love upon yourself first, to trust your intuition, to tap into that energy, because far too long you have made yourself comfortable in an uncomfortable situation. Do not overthink anything. I'm hearing it's time for action, Sagittarius. It's time for you to call judgment on whatever it is that you might be experiencing that is not in alignment with where you want to see yourself. You see. This is what is happening here. Uncage yourself, release yourself, and fly. Be free. And this is not for everyone. I'm just tapping into our energy right now. Be free. Set yourself free. This is your reading, Sagittarius. And please do enjoy the rest of your week.